Hello and welcome back to Tom's Garage, and today you join me for the 2024 Lexus LC 500 convertible, so stay tuned for this video. We do have portrait style LED turn signals or indicators when what part of the world we're watching in today, and we do have the spindle grille. Now this is what I like about the LC as well, because it starts off up front with this close together pattern and it kind of cascades, waterfalls and spreads out down below like so. We do have the black Lexus badge and a little camera in there for the facelift model. Now this little gap in here is for airflow, so don't worry about that. It's a bit more prominent on the white car, but the dark car you can kind of see it in there. Today's car is riding on the 20-inch alloy wheels, as you can see in this kind of anodized grey colour. And moving round to the rear, I do like how the deck spoiler is quite flat going across this section here. And unlike that Inspiration series, we do have the standard silver and grey coloured taillights that we've seen on the Coupe previously. Now around the rear, without standing in the bushes too much, we do have quad exhaust. You can hear that V8 burble a little bit. It's the exact same setup that you'll see in the hybrids. They've not distinguished it too much, just no H badge on the back here. Now if you're wondering, this is what the boot space is like with the top up. As you can see, completely unhindered with the same as the Coupe, and same with the roof up or down. Apart from these little strut bars here, you know, there's not too much difference here. This is not affecting your space, so you can not have to worry about putting things in your roof going up and down and squishing any goods. So just like the Coupe, the back does have quite small seats, but the quality is the same, and you'll see the Mark Levinson little badge in the middle there. So this is the Lexus 12.3 inch touchscreen, Lexus Premium Navigation so well, and it is, as you can see, running the new UI that we've seen in the modern Lexus and Toyota products, from the LBX to the ES, etc., which means it's fast and responsive. You can touch these icons on the right hand side here and switch through things that you may want. Now we have lost the little mouse pad that I have in my car over there, which I kind of get used to. We do have this shortcut key here. You push this button and it brings up a menu for your heated and cooled seats, so you do have freeway heated seats if you want to have them on like so. You can even put them in auto as well, let the car decide what you want it to be. Day like today, allegedly 20 degrees apparently. In September we're going to be leaving that in automatic. Now as you can see, nice fast responsive. Won't cover it too much in today's video because I've done it in other Toyota Lexus videos, but that is a little kind of update for this LC. Now if I put it into reverse, is where you're going to see the cameras pop up. They are 3D 360 cameras, so this is quite a cool little design here. You can touch in and zoom in where you want it to be, and when you drive it's going to remember kind of what was below, so you almost see underneath the car, similar to other Toyota products. I think that's quite cool, and it just means you're able to do a little bit parking neat things, you know, without having to worry about scraping the nose, seeing a multi-storey car park, etc. And this is a little thing you can do inside and outside, gives you a little 3D rendering of the car. It is showing a Coupe today, but that is what we can do, and you can pause it at any point. On the steering wheel we do have your cruise control and your lane departure on the right hand side. Left hand side we do have buttons for your volume, voice control, and this little button here that slides the instrument panel left and right. That's a pretty neat trick. Like, I think that's really cool, and out with Lexus I really haven't seen it in any other cars, but as you can see here, we can swipe through various menu things if you want to see what's going on with the car. Today we're getting 14 to a gallon, and then we can push this button across. Now these little bits up here, you may be wondering, these are your drive selector modes on the left. So you push it up for Sport, Sport Plus, and it changes the kind of graphics all the way down to Comfort and Eco. Now these coincide with the adaptive variable suspension, so if you're in comfort mode, I can attest that this does ride a little bit more comfortably over broken pavement or uneven surfaces like today. We do have a snow mode and a traction control off mode on the right hand side here. Won't be needing either of those today. And over on the right hand side we have your boot release and your full filler cap release. Free settings for your memory seats, or maybe for free drivers you can have that option. Electric folding wing mirrors. We also have door locks, unlock, window switch, and this one's got a little line on it so you know which one's the driver window. Overall material quality is nice and what you'd expect of a 100 grand plus car. This one's 109 as mentioned, and yeah, it's a nice place to be. I love the magnesium paddle shifters, and yeah, the steering wheel's a nice feel. Everything's got a nice air of quality to it, and it is built in Japan. So if you are interested in this car, it's worth checking that video out on YouTube. It's built at the same factory they built the LFA in, and that's pretty impressive. The seats in this car are heated and ventilated, and as you can see, these have got a nice calming kind of beigey tan interior, which I think I quite like. This was one of the colour options I was going to originally go for myself, so I am quite a fan of this colour combo. If it was me, I'd probably have like a green with a tan roof on the exterior, but yeah, this one's quite nice in the Sonic Grey. Now you may be wondering, this car is just over 4.7 metres in length, 1.9 metres wide, and it's got a height of just 1.35 metres. Wheelbase is about 2.8 metres, and the fuel tank is 82 litres, which means at a full tank, you're probably going to be seeing about, 100 odd miles of range. Let's just see what we've got there. So we've got 14.1 to a gallon, and if I scroll down, 125 miles, and we've just got about half a tank, so probably about 250, 270 miles of range out of the tank of petrol. Now there is no heads-up display in this car, but we do have this nice Alcantara material on top of the dash, and it is a very plush place to be. Now you've got little things as well, like your little touch capacitive buttons for your lights up here, and on top of the visors, they're covered in this vinyl rubbery material, and I have noticed for 24 we do have this little cutout here. Don't know if it's just for the convertible or the 24 model, but we do have that there, so it helps with the sun, I guess. Okay everybody, you are joining me inside the new facelifted 2024 LC 500 convertible. It's a lovely day here in Scotland, which is rare for autumn, but let's get the foot down, put it into manual mode, down for manual. And there we go, it's off. It sounds nice and throaty, what you want from your V8. Dynamically, we're on a fairly flat road, fairly, not too many potholes and that. It's coping all right, riding on 20-inch wheels. It does have adaptive suspension, put into sports mode, comfort mode, whatever it may be. And yeah, you're able to do that all at a touch of a button. I like the fact the gauge still slides left and right, LFA inspired, with the nice quality material cabins. We have lost the analog clock, but we have gained a touchscreen with a shortcut button now with the mouse pad going for your heated seats or your heated steering wheel as well. Now dynamically, it's ever so slightly improved over the outgoing model, but yeah, it's a really nice place to be. So we're just cruising along this little road here. Oh, that noise is addictive. Now the infotainment upgrades on this 12-inch touchscreen, the fast responsive touch of a button, you're able to jump between your sat nav, your phone. It's pretty good. You can pair up your phone via Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so you've got a couple of ways that you can do so. Now also with this car, so you've got 360 cameras, you can do the 360 spin to help you park in. The front nose camera is probably what's most needed for this car. Also, it's got a long nose, especially going for a multi-storey car park. That is a welcome addition. Now the car is fairly large. We are sitting around 1.9 metres in length, 1.35 metres in height, which isn't too bad, it's quite low. So it's 4.7 metres in length, 1.9 metres in width, which is quite a wide vehicle for the UK roads, and 1.35 for the height. So it's quite a low slung car, but it's quite easy to get in and out of. I do find it easier to get in this than I say a Porsche 911, for example, and the seats are a little bit more touring. Think of this as like a Japanese Aston Martin. Too often gets compared to a Corvette in America or a Porsche 911. They're sports cars, they're sporty. This is a front engine performance car, like a V8 Vantage. It just sounds so good. So honestly, if you've got this in your budget, please go for it. Now you can put the roof up at speeds just around 30 miles per hour. So if I am driving along here 20 miles per hour, we can see it coming up, and it should take about 10-11 seconds. And I'll tell you what, that's a handy feature, because my previous convertible, you had to be stationary, and it would take sometimes longer than a set of lights to go up. So if you're driving around town, the rain comes on, which too often in Scotland, you're putting it down to it. Just take that 10 minutes of sunshine, then it's worth it. Let's put it back down again, because it is a nice sunny day. Operation smooth, it is a cloth top, and it's not impeding on your boot space there. Boot space is small, but you know, it's what you'd expect for, you know, a cruiser like this. It's actually probably very similar to what I get in the coupe hybrid version, because where the soft top folds in this is where the batteries are on the hybrid. But yeah, that's it for Tom's Garage, a quick drive of the LC500. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Ciao.